Let's make this vegan key lime pie together. I think you're going to love the fact that it's got that distinctive tart flavor, but it's also so creamy and sweet. It's one of those pies that keep you coming back for more. But this one has a bonus because it's also no bake. I'm Marley. Welcome to my kitchen. Let's make this recipe together. The first thing we're going to do is make the no bake pie crust. And what we're making is a graham cracker pie crust. And we'll need 1.5 cups of graham cracker crumbs, but I'm using around 10 to 11 sheets of graham crackers. I'm going to put that in the food processor and we're going to pulse that. I pulse it in short bursts just to get it to a kind of a nice sand-like consistency. You can see inside that looks pretty good. Nice consistency throughout. That's perfect. To that, we're going to add 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. And then we're going to add 7 tablespoons of melted vegan butter. Let's pulse this again. Press it between your fingers. It should stay together. That's a sign this crust is ready. So now we will add this to a pie pan. I'm using a glass one here. Whatever one that you have is great, as long as it's around 9 inches. And then I like to use a measuring cup and just press it. First thing I do is just try to even it out along the pan and then slowly start pressing towards the edges. And the more that you press, the better and more firm that your pie crust is going to be. So taking your time on this step is well worth the effort. Now that I've pressed the pie into the pan, it's time to put it in the fridge. We're going to let it chill while we're making the filling. While our crust is in the fridge, we're going to be working on the filling. And of course, it begins with key limes. You can see right away that key limes are much smaller than your average lime. And this group is going to get zested first. We want to get around 2 tablespoons of zest. And what I like to use is a microplane. I think it does a really good job. If you don't have a microplane, you can use the fine portion of a box grater. So to begin, you just run your microplane across the outer skin of the key lime, avoiding the more lightly colored pith that's a little bit more bitter. So we're just going to run this across, get that outer layer, and accumulate around 2 tablespoons. I just eyeball it till you can tell when you got around 2 tablespoons of pith. To get the most juice out of your key limes, I think it's a good idea to microwave them for 10 to 15 seconds. When the key limes are warm, it softens their membranes and makes them release their juices a little bit better. So let's just cut them in half at the equator. So I'm going to release any obvious seeds that I see. And then I like juicing over a fine mesh strainer. That way it catches any seeds. And we're going to go for 1/2 cup of key lime juice. Now that we have 1/2 cup of the key lime juice, now it's time to create the thickener that I use in this recipe. So what I'm going to do is add some of the zest. I'm going to reserve some to sprinkle on top of the pie. And I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. And we're just going to stir that together. And then this goes in the microwave. I'm going to cook this for 30 seconds and then we'll pull it out and stir it again. You can see that the cornstarch is already starting to thicken, so we're just going to give that a stir. It doesn't matter if this gets lumpy. We're just trying to activate the cornstarch as a thickening agent. Okay, this is going to go back in the microwave for 30 more seconds. Let's give that a stir, and you can see we've got a nice thick sauce here. That's exactly what I'm looking for. That's perfect. Okay, we're going to set this aside, and we're going to start adding the other ingredients to our food processor. You can see I'm using the same food processor that I used to make the graham cracker crust. I didn't even wipe out the bowl. It's all the stuff that's going to go inside the filling is okay. If there's a few graham cracker crumbs in there, it's all good. What I'm using is 1 container of silken tofu. You can see this is the one that I'm using. This is going to go in the food processor, and you can see that I'm not including the liquid that comes from the can. And I'm also adding a package of vegan cream cheese. I'm using Daya. It's a great brand. Use any of your favorite vegan cream cheese will work here. And we're just going to pulse this to combine. Perfect. Now to this, I am going to add, I have 1.5 cups of vegan sweetened condensed milk. You can use this from store-bought. I actually make my own homemade, and I have a recipe for that. That's amazing. So feel free to use homemade just like me. This sweetened condensed milk does a wonderful job of balancing out the flavor and adds a nice creamy texture as well. And we're going to also add this nice thick gel that's the key lime juice. And that's going to get pulsed one more time. You can see we've got a nice creamy filling here. If you want a more color to yours, like maybe you want it to be green, you can always use a drop or two of green food coloring. Another option that I love using is you can use a couple, maybe 2, maybe 3 at the most, fresh spinach leaves. And spinach is fairly neutral flavored, and so then you can put that in and blend it all together, and it adds a nice little bit of color to it. But I'm going to go with just a natural color. I think this looks amazing, and so it's time to pour it into our pie crust. Oh my gosh, this smells so good. Just use your spatula to spread it gently across. This looks amazing. I'm going to put it in the fridge, and it's going to chill for at least 2 hours and up to overnight. While our pie is chilling, I like to make some dairy-free whipped cream. And what I'm using is this Country Crock plant-based, it's dairy-free whipping cream. I find it works really well. I'm going to use 1 cup and pour that into my mixing bowl. You can use a hand mixer. I'm just using a stand mixer because it's easier. To that, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of, this is vanilla pudding mix, and make sure that you look at your brand and make sure that it's dairy free. Most of them are these days. Okay, that's 1 tablespoon. Okay, I whipped this for around 3 to 5 minutes, and now you can tell we have a nice thick whipped cream. This is going to be perfect to go on top of our key lime pie. So what I'm going to do is put this into a piping bag. You can absolutely just put this as a big mound of whipped cream on top of your key lime pie. I just happen to really enjoy adding a little bit of a nice touch by using a star tip. I have a large star tip here, and I like to put the piping bag just in a tall glass like that, or jar, and that way I can just easily fill up the piping bag. And then I'll put this in the fridge so that when I'm ready to serve my key lime pie, this will be ready to pipe. Our pie has chilled in the fridge for a couple of hours, and now it's time to add the whipped cream topping. And then I like doing some of these sprinkles or some of the zest that we saved from before. Just sprinkle that over the top. Let everybody know this is a lime pie. This key lime pie is so good. I hope you love the fact that it's no bake. I think it really adds a lot to this summer recipe. If you're going to make this pie, I would love to hear from you. Are you team whipped cream or not? Leave a comment, let me know. Thanks for joining me in my kitchen today. Until next time. Oh, that is so creamy.